So, I think it's time I talk about... I was kind of dreading this. This made me very uncomfortable for the stream, especially what I'm going to be sharing a little bit later. It's the home stretch. Almost. It's time to talk about SemiDraws. I really wasn't looking forward to this one. I was, and at the same time, not. But, oh man. I really don't want to get to this because it's gonna get crazy. So, who is SemiDraws? Who is this guy? Well, he's pretty fucking popular person in the community. The final boss, I guess. He's very popular on Patreon. He's making that bread. He's making that hay. He's got all these. He's got over almost 1,600 dollar dues. 276 Patreons a month. 3 of them paying $80 a month for his work. He's got plenty of people who commission him to pay stuff. All this shit going on. He's very popular. But there's something about him that is very wrong. Something that's very wrong, and I found this out around 2020. It's that he's actually... I don't know if he's still doing it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he is or isn't. He's an art thief. And I will show you. So around 2020, I found... who's this guy? You're going to wish you didn't know. Ruben, you're going to wish you didn't know who this guy was in a minute. You're going to find out very, very quickly. So, okay, just... I have to put the chat away for a second. I'm sorry, I want to try to focus on the stream. Because I could be here for so fucking long, because this guy's really fucking bad. Like everybody else in comparison isn't nearly as bad as this guy. Like, everybody else... Like, they're cringy and stupid, it's fun to laugh at them, but they aren't really, like, criminals, I guess you could say. But this dude, enough teasing, let's get to it. So this dude posted this animation on the search, and I found it, and it was okay, I guess. It's just a short, like, maybe 5 or 6 frame animation of Zelda from fucking, what is it called? I forget the name of it. I don't fucking play Zelda shit. I don't play Nintendo because I don't have enough soy coursing through my fucking larynx. It's her getting a wedgie with no pants on. I had to censor it a little bit just to be safe. The stream's already age restricted, so it kind of defeats the purpose, but I was making no money off it anyway, so it doesn't matter. And the thing that he came out with is that he posted this first, and then later he made a your character here thing. And he posted that too, and he posted, you can see the Breath of the Wild, that's what I don't know and I don't care. It could be Twilight Princess for all I care, but whatever. He posted this on DeviantArt and to make some money. It's $40 redos. $40 redos for a simple background, some color, and the line art. He's only doing females, of course, any species, and it's a toon style. It's got 5 slots. They're closed, and he's got 6 different people. Artie Pat, which actually I noticed this guy's username, by the way. I noticed this guy's name. He's one of the people on the post I made on DeviantArt that was spurging out. He was one of the people who was... I'm getting ahead of myself. He's one of those fucking people who spurged out of me. He used to be a fan, now he hates me now. It's whatever. But anyway, time goes on for a little bit. I forget where I was exactly, but I was out... I think I was out at my grandma's house or something. I was out at my grandma's house, and I was... doing something. I was just paying for a visit, and I was bored because she went to go do something else. I was like, okay, that's great. I guess I'll just dick around on my phone. And this is around the time when people started drawing a whole lot of porn of Jaden animations. You know, that one fucking Storytime YouTuber that everybody's simping for right now, and everybody's drawing porn of her a lot. And at the time, this is when things started to really peak up. And I wanted to see the porn that they made of her, just to kind of laugh at a little bit. And then I came across this. I came across this posted. This was actually posted pretty early. It's 2018 when it was posted. So it was really early before. It's posted on fucking Rule 34. The place you go for all your degeneracy. Yeah, poor Jaden. Poor Jaden. All these dirty fucking people come out to simp for her. The animation looked very similar. Something I'd seen earlier. It wasn't until I flipped through the search results to find it, and I was like, huh, wait a minute. So I decided to do some comparison work. I downloaded the animation. I downloaded the Your Character Here while it was still up. I went into Photoshop, and frame by frame, I looked at them, and shit, I got rid of it. Whoops. This is what I came up with. This is what I got to see. Had to censor it a little bit. It's a nice censor, I guess. A nice wiener. God, I'm hungry now. I wish I wasn't on keto. I could actually have carbs again, but I can't. Oh well. But yeah, you can compare it almost frame by frame. It's almost completely... Now, to be fair, the animation is supposed to move more because it loops, but I had to save it because of other shit. Yes. See, this is what I'm talking about. This guy fucking stole this. He traced over it, and he made $40 redos off of this shit. $40 redos off of this. From about 6 different people. So this happens, and I decided to do the thing. You being up says that she can't stop that. You can't stop it. I called this out on Twitter, by the way. I think I did, because this isn't an only example of Semi actually stealing work or tracing or just being an unoriginal thief. This isn't the only example I have. I've got other ones. This is one of the other ones I have, and I'm sure there's more if I could dig. But yeah, it fucking bothered me. It bothered me a lot. So I went on to I went on to Twitter and I called them out directly. And I went to the thread. I don't know if I have it in here or not. I hope I do. I went to the Wedge thread of 2020, and I shared what I found on Twitter to them and told them and warned them. And I DM'd all the people from the list I had of people who were clients who bought this. And I shared it with them to let them know what the fuck's going on. I tried to do it with everybody, but one of them had me blocked for some reason. Somebody I didn't even interact with. You know? Just somebody I didn't even talk to. But that goes down. All this stuff happens. And the thread is aware of this, but people still like go crazy for him. They want his Patreon stuff to be leaked. And usually whenever I talk about people, how the fuck do I put this? I don't know. I've been streaming for over 3 hours now. We're almost over 3 hours now. I posted this shit. They're aware, and he doesn't respond to it. He doesn't respond to it because, one, he can't defend himself on this because he's kind of a coward. But they know the thing gets out there, and his Patreon was, I think it's 700 at the time, and now it's like doubled that. So that's nice, I guess. But he still kind of does it now. He still does it now, and even people on the thread notice too. Now, one thing you got to know about this thread, this post, is gonna make you very uncomfortable, chat, and this is what I wanted to get to. Semi likes to draw underage kids. Yes, he likes to draw like underage children. And I know I get criticism on this, and people do whenever they see it. And if you're wondering about the picture that's cropped in the right, I have the full one that was posted on Instagram, probably by some leaker, and it's like this underage kid, adolescent. Her pants are completely off. She has an atomic wedgie, of course, like no shit. And her like pussy outline, like the side of her lips, before you see like the clitoris, not the clitoris, before you see like the other parts, like the lips or anything, are like cut off by her underwear. Just in case you want to know, I've gotten criticism for this before about talking about this, because people say like, oh, it's like a victimless crime. It's a drawing. It doesn't hurt anybody, and people use that a lot. A lot of people use it, and it really fucking bothers me. Like it really fucking bothers me, because I don't like drawing. I don't like drawing like underage characters, like for any reason at all. I draw NSFW, like more recently, but I draw it. I have a hard time drawing characters that are minors in general, like doing anything at all. And it's because of people like this, because the knowledge that anything and everything is a fetish really bothers people. But with me, I know this, and no matter what, I just don't feel clean. It's probably stupid. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat a little bit. Is he getting paid for this? Yes, he has a Patreon. We're gonna get to that in a second. But I was a little unsure about doing this, but I'm gonna do it because there's no turning back now. Because I'm gonna do it. So what I'm gonna tell you right now is that this dude on his Patreon, he will post previews for pictures that are only available on his Discord server. He won't post the full thing because there's a rule with Patreon that if what you do off their service, like on YouTube or Twitter or BitChute or whatever, you do stuff like that, they can ban you. And while a lot of people like to talk about like underage stuff, like, oh, I aged them up or all this other stuff, like I always found it really fucking weird. I always found that a really weird argument to make. Like, oh, I didn't draw them as adolescents. I drew them when I was older. I always found that weird because it's like, you're looking at like a 5-year-old character, and you're like, oh, dude, I want to fuck that 5-year-old, but she's not old enough. Oh, I got an idea. How about I'm gonna imagine her older, so it's not pedophilia now. Doesn't it sound weird when you say it out loud? I've always had a fucking problem with that. It's so weird. But he's got his Patreon thing set up. He's got all this stuff going on. Semi is going to be the next. Maybe he's the Shadman of the wedgie community, no doubt. I'm sure he'll wear that with a badge of honor. I'm sure he will. But anyway, he posts these on Patreon, and Patreon could technically deal with him, but because he's only posting previews, and most people on the server know what he's posting, they know what he's doing, they're aware, but they don't really leak, so Patreon has no idea. Like, the image could be actually really safe for work, and it isn't actually kink oriented. No, it's not. But these leaked, and the reason why I know is because on 4chan, on the Wedge thread a few months back, a good portion of them leaked. A good portion of the full ones leaked on the thread, and the thread is like the thread has standards. Like, 4chan having standards sounds kind of funny to say out loud, but they do, surprisingly. So they leaked onto the thread, and I don't consider myself proud for doing this, but I saved the art that he made. So for the chance that if I ever went after him, I could fucking send this to Patreon support and tell them, hey, what this guy's doing is not okay. Because here's the other thing that I need to mention. I've said this before. There's a law in the U.S., and I think Patreon's based in the U.S. It should be. I'm pretty sure it is. There's a law called the Protect Act of 2003. And the idea of this law is that art that could be perceived as anything drawn that involves children and fetish or sex or anything else like that is classified as real CP. It can be classified as real CP and will be prosecuted as such. And it's signed through, and it's a thing that exists. Now, before you get your hopes up about the Protect Act of 2003, there are people that do get in trouble for it and do go to jail and prison and pay fines for it. But on the other hand, it is also super rare. It's super fucking rare, but it does happen. And since Patreon, I'm pretty sure, is based in the U.S., they can end up getting in trouble for it. Like I'm sure they have like a safe harbor for this kind of stuff, because with safe harbors, it kind of protects them from being held accountable for what their users post, because they can't be in control of their users, but they can get rid of them. And the idea I have is that if I'm going to describe these ones to you, the ones that I have, and I'm going to show just the previews. I'm going to describe what's in the images. Hopefully it won't take too long, but I don't feel comfortable doing this. I have standards. I know people think I'm just a scumbag. Specifically people who don't know me off my Discord server. But this shit fucking bothers me. This shit, like, I'm not in character or anything. Like, I'm being serious. This shit really bothers me. And even more so, it bothers me that that I'd agreed to do this, to describe these images to you a little bit. So, enough beating around the bush. I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the stuff. This is an example. Even the thread, even people on the thread are fucking disgusted, which I think is kind of funny. Where he doesn't want people to know. He knows what he's doing is wrong. He knows damn well, but that doesn't stop him. So for the sake of this one, because I have the ones that leaked, I'm going to post previews. I'm not going to share the full thing. I have the full ones off to the side a little bit. So you can't see it. I can, because there's no way I can share with these on stream. I'm not going to. There's no fucking way I will. I'm not even going to tell you which thread I got them from or anything. I'm not going to do that, because I'm not going to encourage it. You just have to take my word for it. But if you are curious, or you're a sick fuck and you like the exploitation of children, I'm looking at the chat before I start. Yes, Lolicon hentai counts too. Just a heads up. Yes, that counts too. A drawing, an illustration, I think even stories, possibly. I don't know how true that is. But anyway, here, so yeah, we got this. So the first one I'm going to talk about, this is a picture of Anais from Gumball. And if you haven't seen Gumball, she's like 6 years old. 5 or 6 years old. She's really young. She's not even in school yet. She's probably 4. And it's a picture of, she has her dress, whatever the fuck she wears in the show, lowered, slid down, and she's being lifted off the ground by a wedgie. Her ass is like clearly visible. It's not, her ass isn't shown to where you can see like her spot. I don't even feel comfortable calling. I don't even feel comfortable saying the fucking. I'm just gonna move on. You know, just disgusting. Just ugh. Okay. So here's the second one I got. Let me make sure I can pull this one up. Okay, so here's the other one I have. It's Mandy from the Grim Adventures. And it's her hanging from a tree branch. From like a little stub of a tree. By her underwear. And she's bouncing, and she's got these like the little like the fucking lines and shit. She's trying to rip her underwear. She's saying, stupid briefs, rip faster. It looks like, one thing I noticed about a lot of SemiDraws' art is that a lot of it looks like he just Google image searched for the backgrounds. I don't think he's actually drawing the backgrounds. There's no way. There's no way. I don't see him actually drawing backgrounds. He's probably taking them from... He probably taking them from like the shows or whatever, something else. Because in the one example, whenever they called him the thief in the 4chan thread, that was actually taken from a map in TF2, Man Manor. So, got that one. Nice picture chat. Isn't this wonderful chat? You see, is this what I want? Is this what you wanted to hear? Is this what you want to see? I was not looking forward to it. So let me skip on to the next one. Okay, that one's a little out of order. I have these ones a little out of order. I have to click on them manually. Okay, so with this one, this is a picture of 6 from Little Nightmares, who is, I think, 9 years old. She's like 9 years old, and she's got these 2 big-ass fingers clawed around her underwear. She's, of course you know what's happening. She's being given a wedgie, of course. And her bare ass can be seen. Unlike the other ones, like where it's just like kind of the top part from whenever they're like folded over a little bit. This is the rear view. Like this is her full ass seen. Like you can see her, like the outline of her vagina lips. Ugh. Oh God, I feel like I should be drinking right now. I should be drinking. I shouldn't be drinking Coomer Tears. I should be drinking like absinthe or something stronger. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, with this one has 2 parts. This one has 2 parts of it. I don't know the show, so I can't say much, but it's this clearly underage girl, and she's being given this like bouncing wedgie by this ghost. And it's 2 pictures. It's the picture with her from the preview from the stream that you can see. That's from where she's up high in the air, and then there's another one right below whenever she's like bounced down. It's like her, just like the one with Mandy and Anais. It's just like the ass part, but it's folded so you can like see the top part of it. But there's a second part to this picture, and the second one, I don't know the show's name, so I can't say much. And the second one is the ghost. The ghost is saying, it seems that I'm living with a nerd like you is not so bad after all. Mahahaha. Spanish laughter, because I should probably mention that SemiDraws is actually Spanish. But it's her, and she's squeaking because she's in an atomic now, and he's pulling on like the crotch part of her underwear back up higher to make it worse, I guess. Ugh. Okay, so this is the one that kind of pisses me off the most. It's number 3 from Kids Next Door. And oh my God. I'm sorry, I had to pause for a second. Jesus Christ. I would love to take a break right now, but I can't. There's no way I can, because I'm getting close to the stream being done, but it's gonna be so much longer if I keep stalling like this. So okay, it's Cookie Sanban from fucking Kids Next Door. She's got like the rainbow monkey underwear, I guess. She doesn't have any pants on at all. This is both a front and a back-facing one. So from the front, it's this big, like, aftermath wedgie. It's just her underwear just stretched out super fucking far. And it's like, from the front part, you can see her vaginal indent. It's not in a whole lot of detail, but you can clearly see it, and it's there. But there's also, like, a back view of the aftermath itself where you can see her full ass out, and the back of her vagina indent. Oh God. I'm sorry, chat. You all are cringing with me right now, aren't you? This is what I have to deal with. I'm looking. You're only seeing the previews. You're only getting what I'm describing to you. It's worse if you look at it. Okay, let's move on. Now this one. Okay, so this one I don't have the full thing for it seen. Thankfully, but it's a bunch of underage characters. They're hanging from a tree, and it's sort of like the Anais and Mandy one, where it's just the top part of their asses. But I don't have much to say about that one. So I don't have much to say about that one. So I'm gonna move on. There's one I didn't add to the folder thing. Let me see if I can add it real quick, because I'm missing one. Let me see, create new. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure I don't grab the wrong one. Desktop, because I have the full ones here seen. So where is it? Can I hope I have the right one. Okay, I have the preview for it. Okay, good. Let me drag this one to the... I'll zoom this one out. I'll get rid of this. I'll stick it just right here. Just right here for now. I'm very happy I don't have the... I'm very happy I didn't pull up the full one. Thank God. Okay, so... Because there's no way. So with this one, this is from... He's get a hold of himself. Yes, I know. I need to. I need to get a hold of myself. I'm a broken man. I have a stream to do. I got a job to do. Okay, so with this one, this is a compilation between some of these characters from the Loud House. We're all like middle school kids, by the way. Adolescents. Young. It's this one girl. She's got like this like shoulder wedgie, but the rest of them are in like atomics. You got them, and all of them have their pants down too, and their skirts down as well. And two of them, there's only like part of the ass, because it's kind of like the top part's only kind of seeable, but these other two ones, like their asses are clearly visible, like they're out there. Loud House cringe. Yeah, I know. Loud House cringe. I'm gonna stick this preview with the rest of them. Hopefully it's not blocking the other ones. Okay. So, okay. Now, let me get to the next one. So this is a picture of the kid from A Hat in Time. Because, of course, just taking the Shadman medal, I guess. The Shadman of wedgie shit. You gotta have Hat in Time. You gotta have Hat in Time, I guess. And it's the Hat in Time girl. There's a big hook through the leg holes of her underwear. Her ass is clearly seen. Her pants are down, and her like vaginal indent can be seen clearly. I think there's only one more I really had. And it's this last one in the corner. This is a multi one. I didn't crop the preview that he posted on the thing because I'm lazy. Because I was really lazy. But it's a picture of the girl from Jackie Chan Adventures. Jackie Chan Adventures. and she's like, her underwear is like wrapped around her, like she's tied up, and it's over her head, and her pants are pulled down, her ass is seen, and her vaginal thing can be seen too. I think there's, but I'm not done yet. This is just the ones from his Patreon that he shared. So there's more to it. There's more to it. So what I'm showing on screen right now, this is where the Jaden thing also comes in. So I don't know why he does this, but he has this weird thing in his art where he'll draw like this, I don't know if you can call it yaoi, but it's this weird bully relationship between, I guess, Jaden's mom and a younger Jaden. I don't know why. I don't know why he does this, but he does. And with the first put up in the my brain is broken, Chad. I'm sorry. My throat is busted. My brain is hurting. I don't feel comfortable right now. I really don't. I feel like I love to make a Chris Hansen joke, but I can't because Chris Hansen's a cunt. I just don't have the strength for it. This is just fucking weird. This is really fucking weird. But it's just Jaden growing up, getting wedgies. That's the whole thing. And this is a slideshow too, by the way, because I mentioned this. He does this with like Jaden as if she was younger, and it's obvious that he's doing this because people are getting off to it. And it's obvious he's doing it for his own pleasure as well. It makes it really fucking uncomfortable. Makes it really, really uncomfortable to see. So anyway, he does a lot of stuff with Jaden. Like he has a huge portion of Jaden stuff he draws, both on his Patreon and on his DeviantArt. I don't have all of it saved because I don't want to have it on my fucking hard drive for obvious reasons. Yeah, basically. Yeah, oh yeah, he did have. I think I saw one of his previews from his DeviantArt recently. He had one of like Gumball when he's dressed as like the cheerleader. So that's nice. I thought I'd throw that out there. So a lot of stuff with Jaden. Then here's this one too. I didn't censor this one, but honestly, my stream got hit with fucking a thing, so I guess it doesn't matter. It's just nice, wholesome fan art. Totally not, doing this for pleasure or anything. No. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm a broken record. My brain is hurting me. There's so much fucking wrong with this guy. There's so much wrong with this dude. And he keeps getting away with shit like this. And it fucking bothers me. So here's another one. It's a fake thumbnail. And it's Jaden, their ass, to a giant fucking hot dog full of mayonnaise. It's got a lot of mayonnaise. It's coming off it. Glad I have most of these censored. This one's not censored either. It's Jaden in Minecraft with her thing broken. Her fucking I don't know. I don't play Minecraft. Because Minecraft is for piss babies. Minecraft is for fuck asses. Real men stick to Roblox. Hi Daffy, how you doing? Anyway, yeah, it's Jaden. It's EUF. I think the full version on his Discord leaks is like a fucking full on like naked, but I don't know. I should have censored this one too, but I guess it's too late. So here's another one. It's Jaden, a fake Jaden thumbnail. My first wedgie. How riveting! My God. I'm trying not to, but I'm running out of shit to say. Dislike and unsubscribe. Yeah. Roblox supremacy. Oh, did I piss you guys off? Good. Now I'm going to drink Minecraft tears. I don't know. You guys will grow up to be line makers anyway. Don't be mad at me. Okay, so getting back to it, this whole like Jane Animations thing. It's like this weird. It's this weird thing with like her mom. Her mom is like a fucking bully to her in a lot of the art that I've seen. I don't have the rest of it shown on screen, so I can't show the rest of it. But oh god. Oh god. Just it makes me feel so uncomfortable seeing this. I don't have the rest of them, so I think that's the end. Yeah, that's the end of it. That's the end of the slideshow. Okay. So that's the whole. I guess that's pretty much the end of the Coomer Tears thing. Pretty much the end of the stream. Oh, I feel so dirty right now. You know, I'm very desensitized to a lot of things. I like to say that. I'm very desensitized to a lot of things. But there are some things that are just so wrong on so many levels that I just you just can't help but react. My throat is giving out. My head hurts. I almost went over 4 hours with this fucking stream. 4 hours. I wish Eva was still awake so she could see all this, but thankfully YouTube like archives these, so you know, hopefully people will yeah, it's a shame he came to the end of the stream. I'm sorry. I need to advertise these better. Cuz I kind of advertised this one late. I need to tease them on more platforms too, because I kind of teased it on DeviantArt, but I didn't post a thing on DeviantArt like, hey, I'm streaming. I did it on Twitter, I did it on some Discord servers, and I did it on YouTube, and that was it. So I'm sorry. I need to advertise these better. But you know, honestly, I hope that like they're archived and people can still come on and see them. You know, all this shit. But yeah, that's kind of the end of the stream. My throat hurts, my brain hurts. I think chat's broken, but there is one more thing I want to end chat off before I end the stream and go drown myself in bleach and hope to God that some point Clown World can no longer exist. Chat, I want to ask you something. From the stuff I showed about SemiDraws, okay, so there's a certain level, like everything is a kink to people. Anything and everything can be a fetish. I don't think whenever you draw like an underage character getting a wedgie, it automatically means that you're a pedophile. I don't think so. I don't think drawing a kid in their underwear is always a pedophilic thing. I don't think that. Personally, I think it depends on context and how it's handled makes the difference, and the background knowledge and all these things really play into a factor of if it's pedophilia or it's just not, because not everything is. You deserve more viewers and subscribers. Well, honestly, I'm happy with my number. I have to be honest. I have to be humble. I'm always happy with the view counts and the support I get. I like my audience, but I don't really care about my audience as much as I care about, you know, my friends and my family. They come first. My audience is usually last, but I still care for people. Because if I didn't care, I wouldn't do streams, like things that I never did before or anything else. And I'm doing it because it's fun, because that's the whole idea. If it isn't fun, like, why bother? I don't know if I had a whole lot of fun. I had fun earlier, but now I'm not really having any fun. But I wanted to leave chat with a bit of a mini poll before I close off the music. Yeah, no stalkers or creeps. I wish, but I'm going to get them anyway. They follow my DeviantArt account, and most of them hate me. My clientele hates me. Not exactly the best best business strategy, but you know, people actually take the time to learn about me and understand me a little bit more. It makes things easier to understand. It makes things better. But before I go and close out the stream, I want to ask you, chat. Type 1 if you think that doing something that could technically count as a fetish and it involves minors is, 1, it is completely wrong in every sense and you shouldn't do it. 2, if you think there's never anything wrong with it, nothing wrong at all, it's fine. And 3, if you think it depends on context or how it's presented. I want to leave chat with that, because I already told you what mine is. Mine's 3, but with the stuff with SemiDraws and the stuff he does, and some of these other like Coomers and the shit they do, it's very clear that it's wrong what they do. It's very wrong how they go at it. Very, very, very wrong indeed. Because this is one of the reasons why I call people Coomers. Like, I don't have an issue if people have fetishes. That's not the problem. I hate Coomers because Coomers don't give a fuck. Coomers don't give a shit about anything other than Coom time. Morality, laws, any of that shit doesn't matter. And a lot of these people like Semi, just some cooler, radical, rancid cunt, his stupid fucking name, Tardio Lobotomy, and their fucking idiot friends. Anything, morality is second to none. It's Coom time first, it's kink first, everything else is lower. And I don't think everybody who has a fetish is a Coomer or a fucking retard who needs to be gassed, who needs to be shown the chamber, given the chair. I don't think so. But there's a thing. Like, these people are in your community. These people do these things. Like, the art stealing thing is minor compared to actually drawing minors and making money off it. And my whole goal is that with the SemiDraws thing is that hopefully if they can get out there, Patreon can kind of deal with them a little bit. I don't want to deplatform somebody, but it's very clear what he's doing is wrong. It's very clear what he's doing is wrong. He knows what he's doing is wrong. He knows his Patreons and all those other people, they know what they're doing is wrong. They know, and they get away with it. And I'm hoping that this is enough to kind of bring it out more into light. Not just that, but also his stalkerish behavior and his fucking stealing and his I count it as pedophilia. I really do. I just don't see how you defend this. I don't understand how you can defend this. I don't know why you would defend this. But I mean, aside from him, who I think he was definitely the worst of the bunch. As for the people like Just Some, Rad, and Tokyo, like to pull back a minute, to pull back to Edgy Sona, I don't want bad things to happen to them. I don't want them to die. I don't want them to get doxxed. I don't want their lives ruined or anything. They do dumb shit, and I just laughed at it. I wouldn't want bad things to happen to them. Because, I mean, that's wrong. Because, I mean, just reposting somebody else's work or just being an idiot is like just... It's standard potatoes compared to what other people do. So,